What are we doing, Seth?
Pam pam pam, padam padam pam, hey, pam pam pam, padam padam pam, hey. Well. The AFCON draw for 2025 Nations Cup is out. And again, action time when this starts. And where is it going to be? Morocco 2025. That's where the Mondial will take place. The African Nations Cup is getting more bubbly, more interesting, more intriguing to be part of the fun fair. And I'm glad that it has come, and now we know who is playing who in each group. Now, in each of these groups, 2 top teams has to qualify. Each group, 2 teams have to qualify. We're going to look at each group today and analyze and project and, see who will likely escape, as it were, from each team to the next round. Let's go. Group A. Now, if you look at Group A, very interesting. The host, Morocco, is in Group A with Mali, Zambia, and the Comoros. Wow. What do you think about the group? I mean, the host team, Morocco, is right there. They need to qualify as the host nation. It's not a do or die thing, but in this case, sometimes, there is do or die matter. Who wants to think of his country not qualifying? Come on. And you are the host, right? So Morocco, the toughest team that will be tough for Morocco. I think Mali. Considering the fact that the last Nations Cup, Mali really played well. They lost to the host nation then. I hope the same taboo will happen to them this time. The last one they had, the Cote d'Ivoire hosted the last one, and they lost to Cote d'Ivoire. I think it was via penalties or so. So this time around, they're going to play the host again, Morocco. And based on like I said, Morocco also did very, very well, even though they lost, I think it was also in the quarterfinals. And the same thing happened to Mali. Zambia, on the other hand, is not really bad, but you might say it might be one of the weaklings in that group, but you can never tell. This is football. The Comoros, might be the least favorite, but you see, in today's football, you cannot underestimate or underrate any team at this point. Everybody wants to win. Nobody wants to lose, regardless of what nation it is. So they're going to try. Okay, but for my prediction, I would think that Morocco and Mali will qualify. That is on paper. It could change, but that is what I'm thinking will happen. Always, you see, in each of these groups, the first game always is dicey. It's very important. You must win. If you can win the first game, then that will boost your confidence, for the other games. And sometimes, even if you don't play well in the first game, that could give you even more determination to win your second game. It's crazy, but it's very, very interesting. So yeah, Group A, Morocco, Mali, I think will qualify from this group. No disrespect to the other teams, but that's just the way I see it. Based also on their performances the last Mondial. I mean, Morocco was brilliant. And they have an array of stars. And they are still young and able, but so is Mali. So you can never tell. We will find out. Moving on to Group B, we have, guess what? Egypt, South Africa, Angola, and Zimbabwe. Wow, that's a tough team. That's a tough group right there. Group B. Egypt and South Africa. Then you have Angola. Angola are very enterprising. It's a very enterprising team. The last Nations Cup, they had a group of quite talented players. And they had the ability to wanting to win. They're not just coming to be just a number, Angola. Angola, it gave Nigeria a lot of work at some point in some qualifiers some years back. And they are becoming, or should I say they are getting better in their game, in their technique, in their mental ability, in the game of football. So Angola is coming up. South Africa, South Africa too is becoming a major force in Africa. I tell you, South Africa is coming up strong, and they have a very good local league that is breeding these players. And because of the blending that they are together, they could be a big, scary team to play with. And there you have Egypt. Of course, Egypt, with the array of their stars, both local and international, the Salah and the likes, so Egypt is also a formidable team, even though in the last Nations Cup, they were neither here nor there, if you ask me, but don't underrate Egyptian team. They have a crop of good players too, no doubt. But so does South Africa. South Africa play very enterprising football, all right? And they could be very fluid too, okay? In the how, they pass the ball and their technique on the field. And I think that's a lot to do with their local league because they know each other right from the local league, and the blending, it doesn't take so much time. Angola too has something to say. But my predictions for Group B, I predict Egypt, Angola. Egypt, Angola. I might be wrong, but that's the way I see it. Because Angola is very enterprising too. Don't underrate Angola. All right. South Africa will do well. And I just see that in the group stage, one big team is going home in that group. And we have 3 there. We have Egypt, South Africa, and Angola. With my predictions, it just might be South Africa that will go home. No disrespect to South Africa. Don't take it personal. I'm not saying, no, that's not. This is just basically football. Don't hate me for it. What are we doing, Seth? Okay. All right. Moving on to Group C. And guess who is in Group C? Yes, you know it. Nigeria. Then you also have Tunisia, Uganda, and Tanzania. Wow. Now, everybody will look at this and say, oh, easy ride for Nigeria. No, 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 no. As Mutumbo will say, no, 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 no. You don't want to do that. No. So don't underrate anyone in this team. Whether, I don't care what the name is, it does not matter because they are coming to play too. And it's easy for you to tell yourself that you are David and you are facing Goliath. All right? Because when you are Goliath, you don't know what David can play around you. So in this case, Nigeria is one of the Goliaths here. And maybe Tunisia too. So you don't want to underrate the other teams, Uganda and Tanzania. If you do, it's to your own peril. Is Nigeria ready? Are we ready? Because even in the World Cup stage, if you look at the grouping in the World Cup stage, Nigeria is like what? 5th. Benin is on top of Nigeria, So I don't want us to think that it's a uhuru already. No, you can never say never to whatever team you want to play. Let your action shows and your dominance show in play, then we believe. But my prediction for Group C, nevertheless, I predict Nigeria and Tunisia for this one. Nigeria and Tunisia. That's just my take. Patriotic, maybe, but hey, with the way it is, if Nigeria is serious, they should come out from this group. All right? But no underrate anybody. Yeah. Moving on to Group D. Group D, we have the former champions, Senegal. Then you also have Democratic Republic of Congo, Benin, and Botswana. Senegal, DR Congo, Benin, and Botswana. So this group is, it's also not bad at all if you look at it. Of course, the first thing that will come to your head is, Senegal, yay, okay? But Senegal will have a tough time with Benin. Benin, they play, have you watched Benin play? Enterprising football. They are coached by a former Super Eagles coach. All right? And they are bringing in this crop of players that are not scared to move forward. Their passing is beautiful. You need to watch Benin play. Don't underrate it. Don't underrate Benin. All right? It will be to your own peril. But my predictions for this team, no disrespect to the other teams, Botswana and the likes, no. But my prediction is from this team, I see Senegal and Benin. Yeah, Senegal and Benin. Moving on from this team. Hey, it could change. But as per today, that's what I see here. All right. Group E. What is in Group E? We have Algeria, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, and Sudan. Yes, so Group E, Algeria, they are coming up. I think they are trying. Algeria seems to be the top notch here. Seeded first here in this group. And the second is Burkina Faso. And those are the two teams that I think will do very well. But again, Equatorial Guinea is not bad. Equatorial Guinea is coming up strong. And you don't want to underrate Equatorial Guinea. But my predictions for this team, I'm looking at Algeria, Equatorial Guinea. That's my prediction. What do you think? Tell me. With no disrespect to the other teams. I'm just saying. All right. And the last group, Group F, Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon. You heard that right. Then you have Gabon, Mozambique. Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Gabon, and Mozambique. Now, this is another tough team. Very, very sleeky. Very sleeky. All right. Cote d'Ivoire and Cameroon. That's huge. That's big. All right. These guys did very well in the last Nations Cup. They have good crop of players, especially Cote d'Ivoire. And that's why they are seated number 1 here in this group. All right. Cote d'Ivoire have this group of players, and some of them are playing well in the Premier League. They are doing well in the Italian league. So bringing them together, there could be a strong force. to go very far in the Nations Cup, I tell you. And remember, they are the defending champions. So what else can I say? Then Cameroon are also there. Cameroon, they have a couple of players. I don't know how strong in terms of cohesion they are right now, but I know they are also a formidable force in African football, and they are not just going to come and play. They want to win too. All right. Gabon is also, a relatively decent team, and I'm sure they want to make a mark for themselves, and so is Mozambique. Now, for my prediction, I predict, this is easy. Cote d'Ivoire and Cameroon. Cote d'Ivoire and Cameroon from this team. Well, there you have it. Group A to Group F. And my predictions and the way I see it, and who will move on and who will go home quickly. Hey, what's your take on this one? Let me see what you think. Do you think my predictions make sense or not? But time will tell. Let me hear what you have to say, and I hope by the time the tournament starts, we will all be there, healthy, we will be strong and ready to go. Okay, and make sure that you don't take too much beer, so that you will be in top shape when the game starts. All right. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
What are we doing, Seth?